Yeah.
So, are we?
Trust me, I'm a druid.
Trust you're a druid. You know all about animals' genitalia.
Water slugs actually, they build these like 34 slugs long chains, and they just all bone each other to make children. It's incredible.
God, sounds like the best.
Like the ones in the middle are all like male and female at the same time.
At least it's efficient.
The only ones gender binary are like the sex binary, I guess, are the ones at the very end. Like the very one at the very end is male, and the one at the very front is female. All the middle ones are just.
Did somebody show these slugs? Did somebody show these slugs the human centipede, and they just said that's a good way of mating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
this was
someone
the most
watched
terrifying
those
episode of
slugs.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, by the way, I started recording a minute ago. I felt like
Okay.
I should start on
That's fair enough.
Education. This is educational, right?
Yeah, sure.
We're training tiny biologists.
Yeah. Welcome to Tales from the Yawning Portal, Biology Edition. We're here
You're learning stuff today.
We're here to
Today
give you
we learn how to
proficiency in
fuck a
nature.
crayfish.
But yeah, you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So more Yawning Portal, more the Hidden Shrine of Tamoachan. So what happened last time? Last time you guys, you fell into an underground crypt, effectively, or underground part of this temple that you'd all gone to, basically tomb raiding, because you're all out of luck adventurers in need of some monies. So you went to this temple because, you know, money. You can get there before the big groups get there. Get the loot when it's at its freshest. Things didn't go well. You fell for the ground into a kind of boring statue room, but some of you did take statues from there. I think someone's got a panther and somebody's got a dog and a hunter and stuff.
I got a dog.
Yeah. Travelled through there, got smacked around by bamboo shoots in the walls, and then came across like the best hippo-sized crayfish ever that was very distressed by you coming into his house, had a lot of anxiety, which Dingo MacGuffin helped him deal with by giving him a good amount of weed to calm him down, so he let you through. You guys went through. You headed up. Yeah, this all happened, Eric.
Okay.
You found the tomb of one of the high priests, some big complicated name, the Outsider. You went inside. You
I wrote his name down. It was like Paul Long Anus Drive or something.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
ridiculous. Like all the names in this.
Those things you said, Adam. Yeah. Definitely those.
It was Paul Young's Anus Drive. You opened up his tomb. You found a bunch of magical items and useful shit. When you took his mask off, he came back to life, began freaking out. So you all began wailing on him, like just this guy on the ground screaming as he tried to come back to life. You all hacked him up with weapons. And then, again, Dingo MacGuffin put the mask back on his face and drove his rapier through the mask so he couldn't take it off. So he, once more slipped back into peaceful death. Which, doing so, released the magical grip on the magic axe in the wall, which is now under the in the hands of our dwarven forge cleric, Iron Eye. You headed back through. You found out that the crayfish had unfortunately overdosed. Apparently, crayfish have a very weak constitution to whatever that chemical is that's in
THC.
THC.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, probably an overdose was more
That's
poisoned.
surprising.
It's a learning biology session, right? So
Eric's from the Netherlands.
Actually, it's funny. The only comment I've gotten on the videos for this on YouTube so far is just some guy saying, "Yeah, 420. 420 represents guy."
Yeah. Sorry, but just to clarify, this was an actual conversation I had with this crayfish where I said. Where he asked me how old I was. I asked him how old he was. He was like, I don't know, how old are you? I was like, I'm 420 years old. He was like, I'm also 420 years old. And I'm like, oh, if I'm 420 and you're 420, then you're going to need to eat this. And that's how that happened.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It was a great moment.
It was so stupid.
So it turned out that 420 crayfish had a longtime friend, another giant crustacean, who had always secretly loved the 420 crayfish, and enraged by the fact that you killed. He was going to make his move today, he swears. He attacked you, almost killing Minty Fresh Minfos, and
Well, not before we tried to convince him that his friend offed himself because he couldn't stand him anymore.
yes, that's true. You tried to convince him that he killed himself not to spend time with him anymore.
Yeah,
That was pretty nasty.
but I rolled a nat one on that persuasion. So
You defeated him and a will-o'-the-wisp, and that's where we left off last time. Obviously, we've not got Josh or Juno today. They've both busy, unfortunately. So, kind of think about it. Minty Fresh Monk Elf took a pretty big hit last game, and you're already suffering the effects of this poisoned gas, which has led to him being just too injured and too weakened to continue on.
oh,
I knew them on the end of the session.
We're not talking about weed anymore.
Yeah.
I actually used my spells to eat him. Oh no, we rolled hit dice, right?
Yeah, we rolled hit dice.
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, we turned back. Yeah.
So, Eliana is going to, takes him under her arm and is going to hold the torch and support him and try and follow along after you guys. But obviously can't fire her bow and support the injured and poisoned elf. So it looks like it's up to you three for the moment. You three being Gimgar Iron Eye, the dwarven cleric and mountain of armor with a big shield, and now a bronze magical axe that lets him cast magic spells. Dingle
He's also
MacGuffin.
cursed as fuck, but
Yeah. Dingle MacGuffin,
okay.
the
Curse.
just stoner elf. I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. Stoner elf who can stab
Rogue.
things good.
Bingo,
most
Stoner.
useful member of the group,
Yeah. And
Let's make things
Pandora
to say about Bingo.
Billasaur, who is right now a giant wolf. So yeah, you're all in this room. You've got two dead crustaceans or two unmoving crustaceans next to you.
Oh, also last time, everyone except for me got cursed to shit because I wasn't inside of the room.
Yes.
You made them roll something, you were like, oh, I'm just gonna note this down.
Yeah, and then as soon as the loot was available, you magically come back into the room. It was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Rogue
sounds like
sense
Double
is
D to me.
tingling.
Yeah.
But
They
yeah,
all fucked off. I opened the tomb, and then they all decided to come back and take some of the treasure.
Yeah.
He's the one that took the mask off the fucking dead guy after saying, it's a really bad idea to take the mask, so I take the mask.
So, what should we do? Do we...
It was kind of sad. I kind of look up at the calculator. Like,
Was it? You killed him. Or at least the crayfish.
no, not on purpose.
So, I think our only option now is down. And this way down here seems to be...
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mendatus, you look, good.
There's pus
don't
coming
think
out
we
of
have
where it
much
clawed
use.
me. There shouldn't be that much pus, should there?
I mean, I'm no expert, but like, phew, probably not.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold the torch for you guys for now. I killed the big thing. I think I've helped enough for now.
Yeah.
It's amusing.
No one touch her. Just don't. Hi. Let me have a look at this door.
You say her, it's a dude, isn't it?
Isn't Mendatus?
No, it's a dude.
Oh shit.
Mindarius is
Oh yeah, we only had two females. I'm sorry.
It's pretty androgynous from the picture, so...
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you guys come down to the bottom door. Are you gonna pull it open?
I mean, I'm gonna investigate it
Yeah,
and
sure.
then
Roll
see if
an
it's locked
investigation
and
for me.
all those things. I shouldn't have said I'm gonna investigate it. I'm terrible at that, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. It seems untrapped,
Seems
and when
worse.
you give it a pull, it just opens up, unlocked. It's kind of, you know, it's made out of brass, so although the place is very dirty and mucky and wet, there's no wood to swell up, and it hasn't rusted over, so it opens up, and you can see a corridor before you, going down a few steps to another door.
Yeah, Yeah, there's another door. There's a corridor. And some steps.
Sorry.
Pandora rolls her eyes.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see any traps in this corridor?
I'll help. We're looking
Yeah,
for traps.
I think the way I'm going to do traps, by the way, since at least in corridors where it's 2x2 like this, one person can roll and the person standing next to him can assist, giving advantage. That's the two people up front, and they're the ones who are most likely to step on traps.
Wow. Is it with a +6?
Yep.
While they're looking, can I smell for anything suspicious?
Yeah, you can have a sniff at the air. You don't spot any traps, and Wolf, you do.
I have advantage. That's a 20.
Yeah, you smell just mud and ooze and like all these horrible earthy smells, and also
Also
a very
poison
strong
gas
scent of like
everywhere.
caustic lime coming from ahead of you.
Is there any smell of like decay come from Mendatus?
His
Does it
wound does
smell
not
like
smell
he's got
good.
gangrene?
You're like your wolf like instincts are not to eat this person at the moment. Like you're not sure if it'd be good for you.
Geez, which person do I have the urge to eat?
Probably Dingo McGuffin. Smells kind of tasty.
He's giving me the munchies.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head down. Do you investigate the next door before you open it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I will help someone investigate this door.
Yeah, you can investigate or perception, whichever one you prefer.
I can percept this door.
Yes, perceive the door.
Perceive.
Perceive the door, yeah. Oh. I
It
see a
is-
door.
It's a door made of brass, and when you open it, it is not locked. And I also delete part of the wall, but we don't need that part of the wall, so never mind.
What's that?
Do I also see this guy in here?
No.
No.
No, you don't. Sorry, I just put the token down somewhere.
I got a crit on it, so.
You don't perceive. So what you see in the room ahead is it's wet. Again, the floor is covered in like mud. Like this thick, gooey, well, not thick, like watery, sludgy mud. The stucco making up the wall is kind of, again, slimy and covered in this, crystallizing slime. There's lots of pedestals in the room, but that seem to have been knocked over or fallen apart over time. There's only one pedestal remaining standing. It's in the northwest corner. On it sits a small metallic three-sided pyramid. Overhead, the shadows of the ceiling are draped. The ceiling actually kind of arches in here, and it's kind of set up and like painted in like underneath the sludge to look kind of like the night sky. Lots of painted.
I would like to remind people quickly. That's north, east, south, and west. So northwest is over in that direction.
Yeah. And there's another door at the far
Because
end.
I remember things.
I'm gonna go inside this room and like have a look around, see if I.
You also, when you get a little further in, you notice that above the door, a dark, wet mass is clinging to the wall above the western door, like this big sludgy, goopy mass.
This is goop.
Yeah. Also, as you step in, Eric. So you remember the raiding this tomb. After years of the protection of Tamoachan, your people, it's always been difficult. They have to take people to be sacrificed to Tamoachan, give the blood, but it's part of life. You need a god to protect you. It's just a way of things in this town, in this culture. But recently, more people have just been disappearing, including a family member of yours. I don't know if it's a wife, a sister, brother, but somebody was taken into
Boyfriend.
the tomb.
Husband? Yeah, come on,
Husband.
Matt. Don't be,
Could have been the
Conjoined
Assumptions.
twin. You never
Conjoined-
know.
I mean, I don't know if they could have taken the conjoined twin, but they were taken into the
Things have
tomb.
gone missing, and it's a bit of a mess.
They were taken into the hidden temple, Eric, and you and a group of sort of friends, after a discussion like, this is enough. They can take the sacrifices. That's part of being a weird Aztec culture. But to start just taking us in the middle of the night, that's enough. So you You found like the back entrance to the hidden temple. You went down into it. You went down all these stairs deep into the temple. Moving through, you found a crayfish like the size of a small dog. It was really cute, but you ignored it and went on. And,
Of course.
and eventually you got to the room you realized was the Course of the Gods, which is a room, all these pedestals representing different ones of your deities. Once you got in there, though, is where you kind of ran into your first group of like the cult guards of this place. There was an altercation. A few of your friends had a bit too much of their fermented watermelon before coming down here, and the altercation got out of hand. And one of the guards pulled out a sphere of glass and threw it at you. You remember kind of a lightheaded sensation, and then darkness, cold darkness, and now you're awake. Something large just stood in the mud next to your head. Oh yeah, you're in mud. You're in complete darkness. There's goop and mud in your nose and mouth. What do you do?
Well, that sounds interesting. Complete darkness, you say? Surrounded by mud.
There is a torch
Yeah,
in the room.
He's under the...
I'm
yeah.
I'm something.
You're
I mean,
lying.
and this is where I just sort of became conscious, and this is sort of like
Yeah,
what
you've
I'm.
just become conscious. You feel like you're lying on your back. You can feel the stone underneath your back, but your face, your mouth, your nose is all covered in mud. The last thing you remember was just like a feeling of lightheadedness.
Can I move my arms?
Yes. You start moving your arms. You feel you kind of feel your arms being put over your chest in kind of like a ceremonial way almost. When you start moving, you feel your spear still in one hand and your shield in the other.
I mean,
Do we see something wiggle in the mud?
In all fairness, I think if something started wiggling in the mud, we would probably all attack it.
yeah.
What's that?
Hang on,
Is
guys.
it a monster?
I probably wouldn't.
I mean, you at this point you try to like clear as much as you can, like try to sort of get air, something.
Yeah, so you bring your hands up to your face and start trying to scrape it away.
Yeah,
It
sure.
feels like you're actually under mud, like you're lying on your back underwater almost.
Yeah, no, I understand. So it's like
Yeah, you swipe it,
there's
but
a lot.
it falls back over your face.
I see. So there's more than just a small layer, but I still have some room to work.
Yeah, you can move. You're not like it's very wet mud, so it's sort of slime.
Yeah,
Why is
can I
it
sort of try
breathing?
to somehow, I don't know, like I can't breathe, I assume.
No.
So I'm just trying to sort of wiggle my way, sort of try to get like upright somehow, to see if I can get more height.
Yeah, do you do that quite quickly? Is this like a panicked get up, or is it slower?
Well, I mean, it's
you can definitely
once,
sit
once
up.
the initial thing like doesn't work, then like panics like sort of sets in, right?
All right.
And I start to.
Yeah. So what everyone else sees, as I'm sure you figured out because I didn't move the token in time, is just a figure come. Oh, bum bum bum. Gotta wait for the
Just bosses applauding your efforts.
No,
Yes,
I was
well,
killing
that's
a mosquito.
He was killing flies for daring to stand against him.
So this person shows up from a...
Yeah, you just see a figure covered in mud come like bursting out, like gasping for air.
Yeah, so Dingo goes, ha! Just falls over backwards into the mud.
Good, naturally.
Person!
He's probably also covered in mud, so it's
Yeah,
probably like
completely
Gungar raises his
covered.
pedal, like ready
It's
to attack.
Arnold
basically.
Schwarzenegger at the end of Predator. Like,
Sure. Yeah. It's like that.
Who is this creature?
and all you can see now that you stand up is just a little bit of there's the light you can see on the map. Just in case you hadn't been centralized. Yeah, you can see there's a torch flickering, although the torch seems to be flickering kind of dully, like it's struggling for life.
Should I
You
be
can
able
see
to
some
this?
figures in it, and you can see a wolf about the size of a draft horse.
I'm not
It's
seeing
all the way to the
anything.
right. Maybe you have to
It's
zoom.
invisible.
Oh, I thought
I
I
zoomed out completely. I can't see anything.
Oh.
Maybe,
Is it-
Oh, you know what? I haven't. It's the ye old reason I haven't given thee sight. Allow me to do my duty and give you sight.
Thank you.
So you wipe the mud from your eyes.
Very
And
slowly.
You slowly wipe the mud from your
Like
eyes.
you get more
now I
vision
see
and,
something.
There
And
you
then
go.
instant vision.
and then instant torch like
Instant 360-degree perfect peripheral vision.
You're aware instantly of everyone around you. Yeah.
I'm quite amazed at this fact. Yes. Why is Pandora so big? Because it's a wolf.
Because
he's
he's a dire wolf right now.
Basically, you're standing up next to a dire wolf. So.
Foul creature! Get away from me!
Wait, it talks. What is it?
That's what he was just saying to you, but you've said it to the wolf.
Did he say to me?
Like,
I turn to Mendatus and I say,
I tried to
"Foul
get up."
creature, get away from me!"
yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. Of course, everybody repeats this in a circle. No, I try to stand up. Can I?
Yeah, you're fully standing now. Like the mud wasn't really
Okay.
restraining you, just all dripping off you. And yeah, you just like I said, it was almost like you fainted for a second, and when you woke up, and everything's completely different around you. Everything before it was bright and like well maintained, and now it's just soaked in mud and grime, and all the
So
pedestals of your gods have fallen.
it looks like a very long time has passed since.
Yeah, or that orb that he threw caused instant like dilapidation to the entire room. But
Sure, but yeah,
Yes.
it's like the Prince of Persia Warrior Within thing, where like if you remember that game,
I
Where-
possibly.
you see the same level, but like hundreds of years in like the future. or
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
Like where it's all ruined and stuff. Anyway, okay, so you see this guy kind of like looking around, like shocked, like he's like not sure what to do. He's utterly confused. Just sort of like looking around, eyes shifting from person to person, seeing like trying to see whether anyone's a threat right now.
Yeah, and you can really
And
only
so the-
make out Mindaris with any real clarity. Who's this very
let's see
ill-looking,
this.
very ill-looking, long-eared creature being supported by a woman in strange armored garb.
Yeah, and of course the wolf right next to me.
Yeah, in the dim shadow, you can see half of a giant wolf.
Yeah.
I'd like to hold an action if he looks at all. Bite the fuck out of him.
I mean, like at this point, right? Like, do I still have a weapon, or is it like? No.
Yeah, your spears and shield are in your hands.
Okay, so they have survived somehow.
Yep.
Hello? Are you
Do I?
friend or foe?
Don't talk to it. Maybe it's it's evil. I can see all the mud.
So we shouldn't talk to it just because it's evil. We want to convince it not to kill us. Friend or foe?
Right now, neither.
So
Let's go with neutral party for now.
okay.
Who are you?
I was gonna go with foe with benefits, but we're grave enthusiasts that are having a look around this place. But how did you get here? Do you know where the exit is? Because we're kind of looking for it.
The exit. Is this still like the same room that I remember? At least in terms of layout.
It's darker, but the dimensions are right. I mean, there wasn't like
Okay.
a deep layer of mud before. There was kind of
No,
earth
okay,
under
sure.
your feet, but it was
Is there
packed
like
earth.
any? Would I still kind of remember where sort of the general direction of the exit?
Oh yeah, you came from a staircase in the room behind where you are right now.
Yeah, sure. And that leads towards basically the somehow.
Yeah, it led up into the city. It was kind of you weren't supposed to use it. It was kind of a back door in.
Ah, I see.
For
So
worship.
this.
Typical
the-
boss going through the back door.
Of course, man. Of course. No. Okay. So exit. Sorry.
Exit, stage right even.
First things first. Like, what has happened to this place, and who are you?
I mean, since we came here not a lot, the crayfish died. It's quite sad. Not our fault. how long have you been in this mod? Like
I don't
hours,
know.
minutes?
It's
Did you come with it
feels
alone?
like
with
5
anyone?
minutes ago.
Also, I'm
But-
interrupting you on purpose, by the way. Like
That's
Dingo is not. Like Dingo is just like talking nervously.
Of course he is. Yes. I honestly like the place seems utterly different, but for me, 5 seconds ago, this was well, not quite like this. My friends were with me. We were fighting some gods of sort, and now this happened, and you are here. I don't know who you are. There's this fucking wolf right next to me. By the way, is that thing safe?
It's a druid.
I see. A naturey person, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Can you please, maybe not growl at me like that? It's kind of disconcerting.
Pandora's going to shake her head and continue growling.
I love how eloquent this ancient barbarian is.
Yes, this guy is not very dumb. Like, he just is just.
And it's worth saying, he's
barbarian.
speaking Ulman, which you all speak, which is the language of the ancient people.
I
Here.
think in this form, all I speak is dog.
Yeah, all you speak is Gur.
Yeah, grr.
Do you
This
know any other languages? I think one of our friends not very good at this. It's kind of a dead language, you know.
I'm a dead language?
Yeah, I mean, you've learned it, right? You must have learned it in some.
You can't just tell somebody
is
their
my
language
native-
is dead.
This is simply my native tongue, you.
Oh, I'm
Uncultured.
sorry. I was under the impression all of the people that spoke this were dead, but I guess they're not. Great.
I mean, I seem to be alive in some form, and I speak this language, and everybody I know speaks this language. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where does everyone you know live?
Well, the city was just right upstairs.
Oh. Yeah,
It's
there was
gone.
an
It's gone.
earthquake and city still, but like the city is fine. It's just this place break down. We were actually sent here to find you and everyone you know is dead. It's been a long time. There's no one left. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I don't believe a word you're saying. I have
you
no.
looked around. It's
Yeah, it looks not well maintained, but surely a people as grand as mine would not suddenly fall and lose their culture like you seem to imply they have.
I mean, I'm sure it's not been sudden, but I mean, the crayfish said it's been about 5,000 years. So
the crayfish talk to you?
yeah, in the same language you're speaking, which is not quite dead, but yeah.
How I do I see the dwarf?
Yeah, you see the
Okay,
dwarf.
like this guy speaks to crayfish, or he thinks he does. Maybe I should talk to one of the other people here.
I can still hear you.
Pandora growls.
Actually, this crayfish was talking. Yes.
Okay,
Can you
can I
roll
just
a
roll
perception check for me? Cadmail? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, sure. Cut mine.
Do you just say you should roll an inception check?
Inception check.
Yes, episode.
You're
Go
on
for
the
it.
Turn into Leonardo.
Derm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You know is talking to the dwarf. The axe he's holding. It's bronze, like all the weapons you're used to seeing. Unlike the strange silver weapons the woman is carrying and
I
stuff.
see.
It looks familiar to you, and you realize it's the axe of the outsider, a powerful sort of figure in your culture. He's sort of somebody who speaks with like dangerous entities and the like, and kind of a mysterious and dangerous figure. That's definitely his axe. which you know to be this magic axe.
I
The
mean,
outsider
was
was
it
a pretty fearsome individual who was known to go crazy in combat and kill friends
Sure.
and foes alike.
And I recognize this. Well, would this be like this would be also like a famous weapon?
Relatively, he's a relatively famous figure, and you've seen him because it's not a huge city.
Sure. Well, and what was the name of this guy?
Okay, the name of this guy is.
I thought that this was something that was already
Yeah,
there.
his
I
name
love
is-
Matt trying to pronounce names. It's always fun. What was his name, Matt?
Tokapupolokas, Master
Can you-
of
can
the
you-
Outsiders. So we'll just say Master of the Outsiders.
Sure. That weapon. I know it. What are you doing with it? Did you kill Takopopolos?
He was dead.
Takopopolokos.
I mean, we took it from his grave, so
Can I just run like outside this room and up the stairs?
Yeah, the way they came.
How would you know where his grave was?
No, I don't know, but I know that.
I mean, it's
like, I
where we
want to go
came
up-
from, right?
I want to go up the stairs.
All right.
I don't know where the stairs are, but
Yeah, they're just over there, so you can run that way if you want.
I don't know like. What,
Do you have dark vision?
What's your problem?
my actual sight cone is not actually moving with me.
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah, you
torch.
don't have dark vision.
No, that's the torch. But do you have dark vision?
Ah, no, I don't.
Yeah,
So you have to light a
that
torch.
seems to be the issue.
So you run into like the edge of the torchlight and like
All right, no, but like, which direction are the stairs? Is kind of what I'm asking.
you came from this direction, you remember.
So okay, so I just walk.
The east.
Okay, I can't. At some point, I can't see anything, and I stop. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
Can you see it? You look human, and from what I know, humans can't. Do you need a torch? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have one on me.
I light
yeah.
up a torch and
Thank you.
go next to you. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm sure that
Could you roll
this
a
was going to be a lot more dramatic if you had just. But I mean, I'm sorry.
Could you roll a D2 for me, please, Tim?
2.
2. Yeah, you light the torch without issue. Again, it seems like it's more difficult than normal, but you managed to get it lit.
Can
I see.
you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
give me control of the torch?
There's one thing that Tim's good at, is getting lit.
Actually, I mean, you can give Eric control or Bas control of the torch because I'll
Going
give it
through
to him.
menus, represent. I don't want to represent. I want to control by all players. That works. There you go.
I see.
Oh, I
I
made
see.
it massive as well.
That's fine. So, and now so from here, would I expect to sort of? This still looks like a door to me.
It's open. I think they left it open behind them.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let me just go into this room, and I see like this. What's this? Kalkakila?
You see a giant crayfish the size of like a hippopotamus lying on its back with its legs
Right.
turned up under it, and another giant crustacean which I don't have a picture for, lying on its back. Also clearly in a bad way.
Sure. And so, would I know that the X's would be like up or right?
Yeah,
or
the
what?
exit should be like straight up through another open door ahead of you.
All right. Has this been explored at all, or is this like?
The door is open. You'd have to ask.
Sure. But I honestly, like, I'm just kind of gonna try to keep running towards wherever I think like the city would have been.
Yeah. By the way, your camera's turned itself off to be awkward.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's back
Oh
on.
god, it's back
Back.
on again.
It happened a couple of times already.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Ah.
Makes no sense.
Where are you
Cool.
going? That's where that grave is. I'm pretty sure it's cursed. I wouldn't go there.
I mean, I'm trying to go to.
Yeah, so just
see
keep
what's
running
left
up.
of- Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running up, see what
Yeah.
happens.
You
There's a
run.
cave in.
Right or.
It's straight up. Keep going straight up ahead.
All right.
You remember it being further up
Don't
ahead,
go
round
through
this
the door.
bend.
It's dangerous.
I give 0 bucks.
Yeah, there's the
Now
staircase.
the cave in.
Cave in. There's no.
And
And
so there's no path through, really.
no, you can see, and you remember this spiraled up like zigzagged up about a good good 100 feet or so. Like you had to walk down for a while, and it's just
Sure.
caved in with massive rock and debris. The way down you came is very clearly blocked up.
Sure, that's cool. So I'll walk, like towards. Oh, and I see what's his face again?
Dingo.
Dingo. Like this exit was open when I was last here.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of things looked a lot better when you were last here.
If you bring in my booze, I can top it up myself.
What?
Bring me my drink, woman.
Your camera
Do you
is turned
see
off
him?
again.
Do you see him?
Thank you, sweetie.
You see him distressed.
I mean that's a word for it. Yes, it seems to be that more time has passed than I can recall.
Yeah, again,
They-
probably around 5,000
My language
years
is
according
dead.
to the
My people are
crayfish.
dead.
Yep.
There is no way out of this place, this temple. Oh, fuck.
Do you just like offer my pipe? Like, do you need something to calm down a bit? My people have never been dead, so I don't know what you're feeling right now, but
What an asshole thing to say.
I don't know. I think I need some time. I think I want to get the fuck out.
yeah, that's what we're
Find out
trying.
what happened.
We fell down here through a hole in the
I love you
ceiling
too.
that's closed now.
Let me try.
So you don't know how to get out either.
No.
Hellishly strong. Thank you.
That's a lot of good work. Okay. Well, I guess there's only one way to get out of this, and that's through.
I was really hoping you would say something else, but yes. No secret exits that you know of, no
Not to my knowledge, no.
elevators.
There's only one way out of it. Through this
and it
secret
seems to be
door.
that anything I would have known about this place seems to be quite invalid.
Oh, let's go back to the others.
Yeah, who are these others?
Well, we met in a tavern when people were talking about this place, and we decided to come and check it out. The other wood elf. I'm wood elf, by the way. I don't know. We were around back then, but I don't know how
Yeah,
much
elves were around back then.
civilization.
They were pretty far.
I used to-
They were pretty far outside your area of influence.
Well,
Sure.
the other,
You probably
the
knew
other
them as, like,
wood elf
weird faith shit.
is a bit sick because of the poison gas around. I wouldn't touch them. It's a bit.
He looks a bit bluish.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why.
yeah. We
Greenish.
should be a little more brown.
The
light
hair,
brownish.
the hair really doesn't match the rest. I'm not sure what the deal is.
So when you come back in,
Yeah,
you can
this
see,
is Gomgar. He's a cleric of smithing.
A false god.
No, I'm a cleric of Moradin. God of creation.
Sure.
Now, to be honest, the Olmen, your people, worshipped like 50 gods and just made them up
Yeah.
randomly. So it's like, cool,
Sure.
another god.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take
Adam,
it.
I know you said you were kind of pawing at the door, but there is actually a big thing of sludge blocking the door right now. Did you just dip your paw into the sludge?
I imagine then I'm digging through it, I guess, to try and get to the door.
Okay, it all just scrapes away.
I actually know what it is. I think.
Yeah, it just comes away. It's just algae. It looks.
You've met a druid friend who is currently a wolf.
Yeah, that's not too uncommon,
Uh,
I guess.
she uses female pronouns, so if you want to talk to the wolf or refer to the wolf, yeah, that's.
You
that's
speak
the
of
way you would
female
refer.
pronouns. What?
So, strange man, what was your name again?
Oh, that's
You-
yeah.
Or you actually told us?
Again, I do not think I have given you the pleasure of having my name, but my name is Katmael.
What?
What do you want me to cut?
Cat mail?
Katmael.
Oh, okay.
not cut my ale, but that's kind of how you can pronounce it.
Cut my
I am a dingo. I
Dingo.
mean, my parents didn't call me that, but that's what people call me.
Okay. And the dwarf's name, it just Goimgar?
I think it's
What-
pronounced
Goimgar.
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 Goimgar. Okay, that works.
Goimgar.
Just call him Iron Eye.
Iron Eye.
That's what I've been doing.
That's his
Iron Eye
God.
is easier.
It's my clan name. You're referring, if you say Iron Eye, you're referring to my whole clan then.
Well, we know no one else from your clan, so it's fine.
There's only one person here that's called that. This will do.
Maybe your people died just like his since you last left them.
Well, I'm a smith, so if you call me Iron Eye, that's fine for now. But just learn my name.
Right.
Right. Also, this is probably the first dwarf
She's
you ever
Pandora.
saw, so you just think he's super short and ugly.
Yeah. What the
Probably.
fuck is this guy? Like.
He's actually like, he looks more like a smith than a warrior, although he has he has plate armor.
Yeah, which is also something I might not necessarily be too familiar with.
Yeah, you're not even... Bronze was about as far as technology had gotten in your time,
Yeah.
so... This silver metal is very strange. So does somebody open the door? Are you ready to press on, or...?
I mean, there's this fucking.
I mean,
wolf in the
No,
way.
let's just stay in
Do we
this
just
room
not
forever.
talk about the sludge? We just gonna...
No, the wolf just ripped it off of its claws, and it turned out to be completely safe. It's a fake out. So...
Don't spoil that.
I mean, the wolf already stuck its paw in it, so...
Sure.
Maybe she's poisoned, and the poison will only kick in 5 hours.
Maybe.
Like 60 D20s.
After all the other
Poison
poisons
edge.
killed you in this dungeon. Cool. So, I mean, I assume somebody wants to... It might be difficult. There's a big wolf in the way. There we go.
I can... yeah, sure. Gumgar.
Oh yeah, the door opens up to a long corridor beyond. The kind of mud and silt around your foot is leaving a trail going
Pandora
down.
rushes in first.
The wolf bounds ahead, that kind of dog way of like, yeah, the way's open, and just runs. Runs ahead.
Still amazed how she fits through those doors.
Oi, Pandora! You better wait.
So
Maybe there's another trap.
the walls and ceilings of the hallway are coated with slime, and the floor of the passage is covered in this layer of mud. The muck steadily is streaming down from the chamber you were in, going towards another chamber, towards the doors at the far end. You also notice, like, on the walls and on the floor, there's a kind of glowy, slightly glowing silver trail. Like, kind of a thin layer of slime, silver trail of slime, going across some of the surfaces. And when you get down here, along one side of the wall, you can see a very large statue, a 12-foot tall stone statue of a man, outfitted in fine clothes, holding a tray, like a stone tray, out in front of him, at chest level. His eyes appear to be black gemstones, one of them drooping out a little bit. Time's kind of pulled it out a little bit. And it's just sitting on the socket. And from behind his left shoulder protrudes the hilt of a weapon, most likely a sword. And a lot of it's kind of like clearly been eroded by time and moisture. So yeah, that's what you see. Water kind of going the ground, kind of a weird slimy snail trail on the ground of like silver. This 12-foot statue holding chest height, this tray, and he seems to have a sword coming out of his back and gems for eyes.
Hey, Katmaya, you know anything about this statue thing?
I mean, can I roll for that? See if I know anything about this?
You could roll for it if you want. I think it's just a statue. I think you get maybe.
Okay, it's not meant to signify anything special.
You can roll.
In-
Roll.
Like
but
for history or something. Like
roll. I think history check if you want to discover this stuff. You've never been down here. Your
no,
duties
but like
to
it's
use
part
elsewhere.
of the culture in theory, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of why.
I'll tell you if it's of any particular god or anything. It's not of any of your particular gods. You suspect just either an ornamental statue or of some dignitary or the like.
Mm-hmm. Sure. The statue itself doesn't seem to represent anything interesting.
No, not
It might be
particularly.
interesting in and of its own right.
It's just a statue, possibly of some noble or the like, or just for ornamentation.
Yeah.
Like I said, the gems in its eyes look nice, and there's a sword poking out of its back. It's 12 foot tall.
Is there anything on the tray?
Nothing's on the tray, no. Perhaps they used to leave offerings there. It's kind of some grime, but for now it's empty.
Can I try to
the eyes are worth something?
I mean, they definitely look
It
like
is said
gems.
gems.
So what happens when I there's silver slime running off the walls, right?
Yeah.
What happens when I poke it a bit with something iron, like a crowbar? Does it look like this acidic slime, or is it?
Yeah, you give it a poke. You've had trouble with acidic-y kind of slimes already.
Yeah.
It does not seem to be an acidic type slime. It has no effect when you poke it with your crowbar.
Can I
It's
do
just
a
a bit
roll
goopy.
to see why it is this silver?
Yeah, you could roll
I
a
think-
nature check.
Nature, my favorites.
You're not sure.
Can I listen at the door to see if I can hear anything
Yeah, sure.
outside?
You bound straight up the door. It's like this big double door. From beyond it, you
It's a
can
21.
hear. You can just kind of hear the sound of water sloshing very gently and dripping beyond, but beyond that, you don't hear anything.
Can I taste some of the silver slime?
Yeah, tastes gross.
Are you
That was
shocked?
Eric, your camera's
Again?
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not
that
supposed to
popping.
do that.
There we
Does the taste remind me of anything?
roll a nature check. Semen.
Roll a medicine?
Suck it up across
No,
the-
this should be nature.
Can I have advantage because I tasted?
No, that's why you're
You
getting.
know what? Oh, I was
18?
going to give you guidance, but
I mean, the taste doesn't remind you of anything because you've never tasted, but it just looks like has a similar consistency as a snail trail or a slug's trail. If they went across your floor.
I'm about to say, a snail trail and a slug's trail are very different things.
Calm your dirty mind, Adam. But yeah, so that's everything.
Okay.
It reminds you of like a slug or snail trail.
Tastes like slug. So watch out for sluggers, I guess.
Pandora's going to bite off one of the gem eye things and spit it onto the floor.
Okay, they're 12 foot off the ground, so
I am a fucking huge wolf.
you are not 12 foot long.
What are we talking about? The gems, or
The gem eyes, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot them off with my longbow.
a direwolf might be 12 foot long,
Yeah,
actually. if
how
it's
long
stretched
am
out,
I? How
but-
long's a direwolf?
10 foot?
like
So
11.9
my
foot?
legs.
You can just make it.
And you're a 10 foot square, so.
I don't think. Wait.
Makes sense to me.
Roll. Let's see. Roll 2d4. 8. You are 12
How
foot
good
tall.
does my roll have to be?
You're 12 foot long. I was doing 8 plus wherever you rolled. You're a very big direwolf. Yeah, you want to go up and put your paws on it and bite the eyes out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get poisoned for life.
Hang on a second.
Gems
Before that
explodes.
happens, as he's going to do that... Oh, are you where you're standing right now, Iron Eye?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
question every player wants to hear.
If you were
Are you standing
closer,
where you are?
if you were closer, your natural dwarven abilities with masonry, your stone cutting, would tell you that the what's it called? Would tell you the statue is very much top heavy, and applying this kind of weight to it would definitely cause it to possibly rock and fall over. But you're a little bit too far away. So
I was.
So what are you saying?
I'm cheering Pandora.
I was
on
still
him.
checking out the slime. Like I was
Yeah.
looking at the slime still. So
I need
like,
Pandora
Kind of
and
slime,
I
it feels
need
disgusting.
Pandora and I need
I'll change the name.
Catmeal to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like cheering her on as she's going out there, like, yeah!
Dexterity
Oh,
saving
fuck,
throw.
that's terrible.
Click
A
it, click. Come on.
4
click,
and a
click, click.
1.
Dexterity's not my strong suit. No, it's really not.
Okay, so as it comes crashing down,
I think I do have possibly advantage on this.
Crushes
Yeah, I
us
do.
both.
So
Danger
it's a
sense?
12.
Sense, yeah.
danger sense.
yeah, it's a DC 15 though. So
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't help.
someone pushes the tray anywhere above the tray.
It's your guys' fault for being so
Yeah.
boring.
9 damage.
You take 9 damage as this statue
Yeah.
comes crashing down on you both, hitting you with some force. The eyes come like out; they go ding 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 ding, poke away, and the sword slides out of the sheath on its back and skitters on the ground. It's one of those wooden Aztec swords where it's like laminated wood and then obsidian teeths along it.
Nice.
Like several obsidian teeth, and you recognize it's very, very finely crafted.
Definitely.
Does it seem magical?
Can I roll a Wolfie Arcana check on it?
If you, I mean, yes, I guess.
Arcana is still your normal age, right?
I maintain my intelligence and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
help.
can do that. Yeah, the both of
10.
the eyepieces are both what's that called? Both the eyepieces are obsidian, worth 10 gold each. So our treasurer, who I think's Tim.
Yep.
Yeah, 10 gold for each of those obsidian eyepieces.
Do you want me to just take down the gold, or do you want me to take down specifically that it's...
I think we
I'll
should
take
just take
down
down the gold.
specifics.
Oh, take on the specifics if you can. Yeah.
Because I think we've already got specifics, though, haven't we?
I mean,
Might as
last
well
time you
keep it
told me
specifics.
to just take the
Take the gold, yeah.
Oh, if you're only taking the gold, then keep taking the gold. Sorry, I thought last time we took the specific.
It's up to
Okay,
you.
cool. I'm fine with the gold. It's...
The sword.
Whatever you do before, carry on doing.
They're 10 each, you said?
Yeah, they're 10 each.
We...
All together 10, yeah.
The sword is magical, like you can just tell that by picking it up. Like it's very finely made. It's a +1 longsword.
Nice.
That does an extra 2d6 against any plant type creatures.
Ah, it's an anti-plant sword.
It's an anti-plant sword.
It's a weed
it's
whacker.
a weed whacker. Yeah.
Anyone here use a longsword?
I can use long swords. It's
Ruff.
Yeah, and you kind of recognize it as being like one of the very finely crafted swords
Yeah,
of your
so-
people.
I mean, I will happily like take it if nobody else bothers.
I mean, I look at the other people who
I-
are able to
Yeah,
I
that
know
sword
I
ain't got
can't-
shit on you.
I go like slowly walk up to Pandora, like this, like really slow motions. Take the sword. Like I'm not really trusting this wolf creature quite yet. I know it's a druid, but it's kind of dangerous. Feels like I don't know.
Pandora ignores him and starts clawing at the door.
All right, that's fine.
You're in your very impatient mood today, Adam. Like, other
Sure,
people are getting magic
please.
items, you're just like, fuck that shit.
Please
I
stop
don't care.
clawing at the door. Some of them might be trapped. Someone a bit smarter than me want to look at that door?
I can have a look at the door.
So that somebody else can get to it.
I would just perceive the door.
I will perceive the door.
That's sort of what your sword looks like there in that picture. Interesting fact, I didn't realize that I'd bring up my other screen when I did that. So, and obviously using Google Chrome.
Is that more pornography?
Yep, I'm going to have to go back and edit in something in that moment, just in case. Just in case. Speaking of pornography, my girlfriend's home, so I'm just going to go say hi to her quickly. And
I
Then-
forget that your girlfriend's name is pornography. You really don't talk about that very often.
yeah, I think they were going for a Pandora, but her family was a bit simple, and they just went to pornography.
Speaking of pornography, I'm now gonna bang my girlfriend in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. So if you want to get a beer, get another drink, I won't be long.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going to
right.
take a piss. Yeah, we're back.